That's right. Put your hands together. Best Country 106. It's Jay and Laney J live. Good morning, Laney J.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
It is a happy Monday.
It sure is. I'm loving it.
And like every first Monday of the month, we have Chief Morrison in studio. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning.
How you doing this morning, sir?
I'm great.
Excellent.
Good.
Excellent. Yes. Welcome to the April edition of our Chats with Chief.
That's right.
That's his name.
They're getting scary. You better watch it. He's going to be coming in here dropping the hammer.
That's right.
I mean, I guess as long as it's not cuffs, we're okay.
Yeah. He's going to come in with a little sheet for Laney J. We observed you doing this in downtown Broken Bow. We're going to need you to cease and desist.
Well, the good thing is, at least I'll tell you, yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that.
You
awful
admit
as
it?
it is, yes. Yes.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Yes, we had a great weekend. Back and better than ever. Chief, how you been?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good to go?
Yeah.
Everything going well?
So far, so good.
I want to say the last social media post I saw from the Broken Bow PD was am I correct where it was hiring? Was it a hiring post?
We are hiring. We've got 2 openings that we're looking to fill as soon as possible. We're looking for certified, but I'll take uncertified if they're the right fit.
Tell us about that for somebody maybe that has been working in law enforcement that could come over from a different area, maybe that listens to the show. Or for somebody that may be thinking to get into law enforcement for the first time. Tell us about that certified and undercertified. What does it take to become certified in law enforcement?
So to be a police officer, obviously you have to be 21. You have to be CLEAT certified here in Oklahoma. If you're not certified, we send you to CLEAT. It's about a 16 to 17 week process, depending on how holidays fall. They do a Tuesday through Friday. You live on campus, and you do PT, you do defensive tactics, you do driving, you do firearms, you do a lot of classroom stuff. And once you complete that, you're certified, and you come to us, and then we put you through a field training program, which is another 16 weeks to make sure that you can put all the stuff that you just learned together and operate on the street.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like a 32-week program, is that kind of, if you will?
Well, for us, yes. I've seen people do it differently. I've seen people, once they get done with CLEAT, they just throw them to the street. And one of the things for me is that the CLEAT is a basic academy. We're teaching them the very minimal how to be a police officer. And so when you go to your city, you have to put that all together. And so one of the things that we pride ourselves on here in Broken Bow is making sure that our officers are properly trained and they have the tools to become the best possible police officer that they can. And that's up to us to do that.
Nice.
Yeah. I mean, I think the officers you have now are pretty good.
Got you some good trained up officers.
Yeah,
Is that what you're saying?
I do. I think they're pretty great. So.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Absolutely. No, I get to see them quite often here, there, and yonder. And not only do they keep us safe and keep us, they keep us protected, if you will, but they're friendly. And they wave.
Yes.
They say, hey,
yes.
How you doing?
They do.
Yeah.
And, excuse me, I've gotten lots of compliments over the last few months of people seeing our officers and seeing us out and about in the city and how much they appreciate that. And so for me, I appreciate that from the officers. Of embracing our new culture and the way we want to serve this community. And then the flip side of that is how much the community has embraced us. It's been huge all the way around for us.
Nice. Well, saw an uptick in traffic, if you will, here in the past few weeks with spring break and now the activities that come with Easter and everything. What's the most common thing you're seeing on the roadways today?
Well, obviously, when you get an increased amount of traffic, you're going to have more accidents. People are in a new place. You go to new places, you don't know what's what. You're looking for things. You're distracted. You're not paying attention as much as you should, especially when there's an increased amount of traffic. And so, obviously, every time we get the uptick of people in town, we have a few more accidents. Not necessarily a lot more, other crime. We have our little bits here and there, but mostly when we have people coming through, it's more accidents because people are just distracted.
Yeah, I can see that. A lot of passing on the ride.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right about that.
Yeah, I laugh because we were out there. Everybody that came in, we're talking about that, and we were actually had officers out there specifically stopping people. Yeah, obviously, if we see it, we're going to stop it. But they do. I wish people understood that you can't sit around those corners, and that there's so much traffic that not only are you endangering yourself, but you're endangering others. So if you come into Broken Bow, don't be in that big of a hurry that you think you've got to pass around somebody on the right or in a no passing zone.
Right.
Because we have had some pretty bad accidents because people aren't paying attention and they do dumb stuff and they add to it. So just give yourself more time if you're in a hurry because the traffic's going to be there.
I observed, and don't take this the wrong way. I also have and do ride motorcycles and have done dumb things on motorcycles. Don't take this the wrong way. But I observed a motorcycle pass 3 or 4 cars in a double yellow on a blind curve headed up towards Hochatown. And I was just thinking, man, I've been there. I've done that. I've been that guy. But man, that's so dangerous. Looking at it from a different view, if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jay, I think the older we get, sometimes that danger, we realize we got lucky. That
Yes.
The good Lord blessed us. He took care of us because we were
Yes.
dumb.
Yes.
But it's easier to see now than it was back then when we did the dumb stuff.
Right.
Just don't take chances with your life or somebody else's. It's just not worth it. It's not.
I'm definitely thankful Mom was a praying gal.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to say, man, I've got lucky over the years. She says, oh, no, sir. I prayed a lot.
Yeah.
She was right.
Probably had a team of people praying.
Exactly, yes. For me and my brother, for sure. My brother and I. Absolutely. Chief Birchfield says, hey, Chief, good morning. Hope you're having a great morning. That brings in another question. The chiefs from the areas, from the surrounding areas, do you guys ever get together? Ever, kind of, I don't know, not compare badges or anything like that, but is there any camaraderie, if that's the right word, or maybe even working together in some way or another?
I know there's a few things here and there, I think, where we work together. I would like to see us probably get better getting together more often when it's not just work stuff, but just getting together to network a little bit. One of the things that's been on my mind is trying to get, maybe a breakfast or a lunch or something with the area chiefs, just so that we can visit with each other and get to know more about each other and our agencies. Honestly, across law enforcement, I don't think we do a well enough job of that. We could always be better. It's probably one of those things that hopefully we get better in the next couple of months.
Let's see that.
That'll be good.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sure Chief Birchfield would be behind something like
Absolutely.
that. I can see that for
Yeah.
sure. 100%.
You've got something coming up on Saturday, and that is Chat with the Chief. Are we still doing that?
We are still doing that.
Okay. It's Brick and Bread.
Open bread from 11 to 12:30. It's just kind of a spin. We've been doing the Coffee with a Cop. We did a Cone with the cops last summer. Just another way to get more people involved. I'm doing it on a Saturday. Actually, the next few months we're going to be at Brick and Bread. It'll be I think we're here this weekend on the 11th, and I think it's May the 2nd, and whatever that first weekend is in June, I think we'll be there again. But we'll advertise that again. But just come on out, sit down, have a conversation, just say hi. We don't expect much, just another way to get to know us and for us to get to know people in the community better.
That flyer is on our website if you guys forget about it or want more information. But yeah, it's there. So
SEOKradio.com.
that's right.
.com. Anything else when it comes to maybe as the summer kicks off? Anything that really jumps into your mind as something we should be aware of or keeping an eye on?
Well, the days are longer. There's more sunshine, so there's more people out and about. Kids are out playing. Adults are out walking. just be aware that when you're out there driving, that people don't always pay attention, especially kids when they're out playing. So if you're driving the roads and out and about, just again, be aware of your surroundings, because we do have more pedestrian traffic when the weather's nice and when the days are longer.
Absolutely.
I've seen a lot more people out in
Yeah.
the last few weeks.
Walking around,
Yes.
for sure. Absolutely. So be safe. Make sure you keep your eyes open for those pedestrians. There are no match for that 2,000-pound death machine you're driving around.
No, they are not. And slow down in downtown Roosevelt.
Please.
Please.
Jay and I will see people all
I
day
know.
long, just hauling it right here. And sometimes they run the stop sign, and sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes they run right up to it and stop, and then take off again.
I
yeah.
was pretty happy when I was waiting on you guys this morning. I always sit there and I'm watching the stop signs people come through. That almost everybody stopped at the stop sign. There's one that's a business owner, so make sure you're stopping at stop signs. I
Uh-oh.
won't call you out who you actually are, but I did see you if you're listening. There's a stop sign there for a reason. It's not a suggestion. Slow down.
Yeah.
Everything will be there when you get there.
Yeah, and you may get there quicker if you actually stop like you should.
Exactly. And safely even without any extra jump.
I was going to
Exactly.
say, it doesn't take long to stop,
Right.
Right?
you know, especially this time of morning.
Yeah, there's nobody else.
hardly anybody else
I
out
know.
here.
I know.
So they were just like, forget it.
Forget
Nobody's
about
here.
it.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, so it doesn't take long.
It's hilarious. It's hilarious. Well, 23 minutes after 7 a.m. Chief, was there anything we didn't cover this morning? Feels like I've missed something. Was there anything
it
I was
feels like that
supposed
to me too.
Was there something I was going to bring up that we haven't or something?
I don't know. We be ratting on people, so I don't
We
know.
did.
You really didn't put me on the spot this morning, so maybe that's good. I don't
That's
know.
true. Cody Gilbert does say, I want to come hang out with some police chiefs.
No.
You're a fire chief.
Yeah,
You're not invited.
That's a little different, Cody. We might let you in, but who knows?
Yeah, you never know with Cody. That is
Exactly.
Yeah.
You probably run a stop sign to get there.
Yeah.
I love it.
He's like, that might have been who I seen this morning.
Yeah. It's like, at least I had the fire truck sirens going when I ran it. No.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, behave, Cody.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was one thing. Do you have enough animal control officers? Are you hiring for that? Or are we good?
So right now, I just hired one. He's probably been on the job maybe 3 weeks.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad you brought that up, though,
Yeah.
because we're getting close to opening up. I'm thinking maybe another month or so. We've got we're almost finished inside. We've got some work to do for the outside in the parking area. So we're hoping maybe by May that we'll have a little opening and be doing that. But I'm probably going to need some volunteers and some help this summer because we've never had something this big. So it's going to be a learning piece for us. It's very nice. I can't wait to show it off to the public because I think everybody's going to, half the people don't even know where we're at right now.
Right.
Out by the landfill. It's not a very good place to come visit. You can't really have guests in there to look around. But we're excited for this new shelter. I think we're going to have the ability to have lots of volunteers that people want. And so look for us to be putting stuff out there around May and looking for volunteers. And I may need another helper at some point. We'll kind of be evaluating that this summer because again, we don't really know the functionality of everything until we get in there. And
Right.
so,
Right.
if you're interested, always reach out. We've had lots of people ask about volunteering. So come May, we'll be ready to kind of start that up and see what that looks like.
That's cool.
Hopefully full force this summer with kind of figuring out how to operate that and what we can and can't do. And, I think it'll be a good addition to the community.
I agree.
As we move forward.
Me too.
And volunteers, when it comes to volunteers, that's probably one of the ones that one of the one areas you have plenty of volunteers show up is for animals.
How
Yeah.
old would a volunteer have to be?
Well, somebody asked me that last week, and I'm thinking probably 15, unless there is an adult with them, because we're going to do. We've been asked for some of the scout groups and some of those other organizations where they want to bring their kids to do community service and do things like that, and so
Nice.
I think we'll probably
That's
do
cool.
15 or 16. as the cutoff, but if you have an adult with you, there'll be a little waiver that we sign for everybody. But if you've got a group that you're interested in them either touring it or coming through and helping out to earn some points like the scouts have to, reach out to us. We're open to at least check it out.
That's
Like
cool.
the junior chamber and stuff like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Any of those organizations, if you've got a group, a club, or whatever, just reach out to us. We'll figure out a way to get it where you can help us out, and we can help you out with earning some of your hours or badges that you need to.
That's cool.
No, that's awesome. I like that.
Of course.
I like that.
That's
All right.
nice.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Maybe we'll get when the when you guys kind of do get to do a go through and see how the operations on that new shelter work and everything. Maybe we can do like a a public grand opening. Like today we're gonna have coffee. The officers are here and come see it. Come visualize. I don't know if it's going to be available like
That's
that.
kind of how we envision it, because
Cool.
that's why I'm trying to wait till we get all of the parking lot and everything ready to go so that we can do that. We talked about doing a soft opening, but if we do, we won't ever do a grand opening.
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get everything ready inside until we get the outside, and then we're going to do a big opening and invite everybody to come by and check it out and go from there.
I love it.
Cool.
Look forward to it.
Yeah,
Let
it's
us
a
know
nice
when that's going to
building,
happen. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I'll come over
Absolutely.
there.
Yeah.
See what's about.
All right. Thank you, Chief.
Chief, it's always a pleasure, sir.
Absolutely. I appreciate you guys always having me on.